Hello, and welcome back to the English Habit. This is the place where you learn English slowly, clearly, and with stories that make sense. Today's topic is something we all enjoy, eating out at a restaurant. Maybe you're meeting friends for dinner, celebrating something special, or just don't feel like cooking. But sometimes ordering food in English can feel tricky. What do you say to the waiter? How do you order politely? And what's the right way to ask for the bill? Don't worry. This episode will guide you step by step. You'll learn useful words like menu, waiter, appetizer, main course, dessert, bill, and tip. We'll go through the whole experience, from getting a table to paying and leaving happily. So get comfortable and imagine you're at your favorite restaurant. Let's learn how to order food in English with confidence and a smile. First, let's talk about getting a table. You arrive at the restaurant with your friends. The smell of grilled food and fresh bread makes you even hungrier. A waiter greets you with a friendly smile and says, "Good evening. How many people?" You answer, "Table for 3, please." The waiter nods and says, "Right this way." He leads you to your table and hands you the menus. You sit down, take a deep breath, and look around. The restaurant feels warm and cozy, with soft music playing in the background. Candlelight flickers on each table, and the sound of quiet chatter fills the air. You smile and say to your friends, "This place looks so nice." Or, "I'm starving. I can't wait to eat." Everything feels relaxed and comfortable. Now, it's time to see what's on the menu. You open the menu, a colorful list of all the dishes and drinks. Menus are often divided into sections. Appetizers, small dishes before the main meal. Main courses, the main part of the meal. Desserts, sweet dishes after the meal. Drinks, juices, coffee, tea, or soft drinks. You might see something like this. Appetizer, soup of the day, $5. Main course, grilled chicken with rice, $12. Dessert, chocolate cake, $6. Drink, fresh lemonade, $3. You read carefully, trying to decide. Everything looks so good, you say. Your friend points at something. "I think I'll try the chicken." If you don't understand something, ask politely. "Excuse me, what's in this dish?" Or, "What do you recommend?" These are very natural questions to ask your waiter, and they show good manners. When you're ready, the waiter comes and asks, "Are you ready to order?" You smile and say, "Yes, we are." Then you take turns ordering. "I'll have the grilled chicken with rice, please." "Can I get the vegetable soup and a lemonade? If you want to sound polite and natural, remember these 3 expressions. I'll have, can I get, could I have? They all mean the same thing, but they sound friendly and respectful. If you need more time, just say, could you give us a few more minutes, please? The waiter writes everything down, repeats the order, and says, thank you. Your food will be ready soon. You smile back, thank you very much. Now the waiting begins, and that's part of the fun. While you wait for your meal, you talk with your friends. The sound of dishes clinking and people laughing fills the restaurant. You can make small talk like, the restaurant is really busy tonight. Or, I love the smell of the food here. Maybe you look around and notice other dishes being served. You point and say, that looks delicious. Maybe I'll try that next time. Waiting gives you time to relax, enjoy your drink, and just be in the moment. You might take a few photos or look outside the window. Eating out is not just about food. It's about slowing down and sharing time together. Finally, your food arrives. The waiter says, here's your grilled chicken. Enjoy your meal. You smile and reply, thank you. The food looks beautiful, golden, steaming, and full of flavor. You take your first bite and close your eyes for a second. This is delicious. Your friends start eating too, and everyone looks happy. You can say things like, this pasta is so creamy. The soup tastes perfect. During the meal, the waiter might check in. Is everything okay? You can respond, yes, thank you. Everything's great. If you need something, just ask politely. Could I get some more water, please? Can we have an extra plate? You eat slowly, laugh often, and enjoy every bite. Moments like this remind you that food tastes even better when shared. After finishing your main course, you lean back and smile. You're full, but not too full. There's still space for dessert. The waiter returns with a friendly grin. Would you like to see our dessert menu? You say, yes, please. What do you recommend? He answers, our chocolate cake is very popular, and the ice cream is homemade. You look at your friends and laugh. Okay, let's share one piece of chocolate cake. When it arrives, it looks perfect, soft, rich, and topped with cream. You all take small bites, smiling and saying, this is so good. It's sweet, but not too sweet. Dessert is the best ending. It makes the whole meal feel special. When everyone is done eating, it's time to pay. You look at the waiter and say politely, could we have the bill, please? Or, can I get the check, please? The waiter brings the bill in a small folder and places it on the table. You open it and say, Okay, it's $45 in total. You can split the bill with your friends. Let's share it, $15 each. Or, I'll get it this time. You can pay next time. If you're paying by card, you can say, "Can I pay by card?" The waiter might reply, "Yes, of course." After you pay, they bring your change or receipt and say, "Thank you very much." In many countries, it's polite to leave a tip, usually 10 to 15% of the total. A tip is extra money to thank the waiter for good service. You might say to your friends, "The service was great. Let's leave a nice tip." You leave the money on the table and smile at the waiter as you leave. They reply, "Thank you. Have a great night." You say, "Thanks. The food was wonderful." It's a small gesture, but it shows appreciation, and kindness always feels good. You step out of the restaurant feeling full and content. The night air feels cool, and you laugh with your friends as you walk down the street. "That was a great dinner," someone says. You nod. "Yes, we should come back here again." Eating out isn't just about filling your stomach, it's about sharing joy, stories, and moments. And when you can do it in English, it feels even more rewarding. You used real-life phrases, practiced polite expressions, and enjoy the experience. That's how English becomes part of your everyday life, one delicious meal at a time. That's all about today's lesson, ordering food at a restaurant. Now let's review some useful words and phrases you can use the next time you eat out. First, we learned the word menu. A menu is a list of all the food and drinks in a restaurant. For example, "Can I see the menu, please?" The menu helps you choose what to eat. Next, remember waiter or waitress. A waiter is a man who serves food at a restaurant, and a waitress is a woman. For example, "The waiter brought us our drinks." They make sure your meal goes smoothly. After that, we had the word appetizer. An appetizer is a small dish you eat before the main meal. For example, we ordered soup as an appetizer. It's just a little taste before the main course. Then comes main course. The main course is the biggest part of your meal, the main dish. For example, my main course was grilled chicken with rice. It's the star of your dinner. Next, we learned dessert. A dessert is something sweet you eat after the main meal. For example, let's share a chocolate cake for dessert. It's the perfect way to end a meal. We also had the word bill or check in American English. The bill is the piece of paper that shows how much you have to pay. For example, "Could we have the bill, please?" It's what you ask for when you finish eating. Then, remember the word tip. A tip is extra money you give to thank the waiter for good service. For example, we left a 10% tip because the service was great. In many countries, it's polite to leave one. Now, let's look at some useful phrases you can say at a restaurant. You can say, "Table for two, please." That means you want a table for two people. When you're ready to order, say, "I'll have the pasta, please," or "Can I get the grilled chicken?" They're both polite and natural ways to order. If you want to ask for more time, say, "Could you give us a few more minutes, please?" That sounds friendly and respectful. When the food comes, the waiter might say, "Enjoy your meal." You can smile and say, "Thank you." And finally, when you finish eating, you can say, "Could we have the bill, please?" Or, "Can I get the check, please?" Then, if you want to be generous, you can say, "Let's leave a tip. The service was great." To sum up, remember these words and phrases: menu, waiter, appetizer, main course, dessert, bill, tip, and expressions like "I'll have," "Enjoy your meal," and "Could we have the bill, please?" Each one helps you speak naturally and confidently when dining out in English. So next time you go to a restaurant, order your meal, chat politely, and enjoy both the food and your English practice. And that's it for today's episode of The English Habit. You've just learned how to order food at a restaurant, from getting a table to paying the bill, all in clear, simple English. The next time you eat out, try using these phrases in real life. You'll be surprised how natural your English sounds when you practice like this. Remember, learning English is not about being perfect. It's about using it in small, real moments, like talking to a waiter or ordering dessert. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The English Habit. Thank you for listening, and see you next time for another everyday English story. Until then, enjoy your meal and keep learning, one habit at a time. Bye!